Nigel Farage walks away from Tory deal. Leaked footage reveals why talks collapsed. You're not going to believe what just leaked. Nigel Farage, the man some are calling the most influential voice in Britain right now, has just walked away from a behind-the-scenes deal with the Conservative Party. And thanks to new leaked footage, we now know exactly what made him slam the door shut. This isn't just political theater, this could change the shape of British politics for years to come. Because while the media was focused on Labour's landslide and the Conservatives' collapse, something much bigger was unfolding in the background. A secret meeting, a high-stakes negotiation, and a total breakdown caught on tape. Let's get into what really happened and why Farage's decision is shaking Westminster to its core. It started with whispers. Sources began hinting weeks ago that senior Tory officials had reached out to Farage trying to form an unofficial alliance. The plan: secure Reform UK's voter base in key constituencies, neutralise election threats, and possibly even offer Farage a role in shaping post-election strategy. Some even floated the idea of a peerage or a non-cabinet advisory position, whatever that means. But now, all of it's off the table. Because Farage walked away, and the footage shows why. In a video that's now circulating online, allegedly leaked by someone inside the Reform campaign war room, you can see Nigel sitting across from two senior Conservative strategists. At first, the tone is polite. Tense, but polite. They're offering terms. Promises of cooperation. Talks about protecting Conservative values and uniting the right. But then, Farage interrupts. And the moment is electric. He leans forward and says, "You want me to tell my supporters to back a party that's been lying to the public for 14 years? A party that didn't deliver Brexit properly, that let immigration spiral, that caved to every globalist agenda under the sun? No chance." And just like that, deal over. No handshakes. No smiling photo ops. Just silence. And then one Tory aide tries to salvage it. He says, "Nigel, we're offering you a role here. You can help rebuild the party." But Farage shakes his head and delivers the line that's now going viral. "The party's not broken. It's rotten. And I won't be part of pretending otherwise." That clip, just 28 seconds long, has already been viewed over 4 million times in less than 24 hours. And the reactions? Absolutely explosive. Supporters of Farage are calling it his Churchill moment. One Reform UK voter tweeted, "Finally, a man who won't sell out behind closed doors. Farage is proving why he's the only one left we can trust." Another wrote, "He walked away from power to keep his principles." How many politicians today would do that? Even some Conservative voters, yes, Conservatives are saying Farage was right to walk. One Tory donor reportedly told a political blog, "This party has lost its identity. If Farage had accepted, he would have been swallowed whole. He made the smart move." But of course, not everyone's cheering. Mainstream commentators were quick to pounce. A senior columnist at the Times called it theatrical grandstanding. One former Tory MP said, "Nigel Farage wants attention, not solutions. Walking away helps his image, not the country." And a Labour strategist chimed in with, "The Tories begging Farage for a deal shows how desperate they've become. It's no longer a party, it's a sinking ship." But here's the real story beneath all this noise. This wasn't just a disagreement between parties. This was a statement. A declaration that the old political rules, the backroom deals, the quiet compromises don't work anymore. Farage didn't just walk away from a table. He flipped it. And now, everything's up in the air. Because with the Conservatives in chaos, and Labour riding high, Farage is suddenly the most unpredictable force in British politics. Some say he's positioning himself for a full-scale takeover of the opposition space. Others believe he's preparing to replace the Tories altogether, building Reform UK not just as a protest party, but as the new right. And here's what's terrifying Tory HQ right now. Because this leak? It's not just a clip. It's a warning shot. A signal that Farage isn't here to negotiate. He's here to disrupt. And with millions of disillusioned voters watching, many of whom feel betrayed, ignored, and lied to, he might just have the perfect storm forming behind him. So what happens now? Will more recordings surface? Will Farage finally unveil his long-teased master plan for Reform UK? And most importantly, if the Tories couldn't bring him in behind closed doors, can they survive him in the open? Because one thing's clear. Nigel Farage isn't interested in sharing the stage. He wants to rebuild the stage from scratch. And if this leaked meeting was any indication, he's just getting started. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.